last week I made $24,972 in remote sales, and quite frankly, it was one of the most fucking boring things that I've ever done. And so in this video, I'm gonna be going over exactly how you can get into remote sales, and the one thing that I implemented that allowed me to go from pretty much piss poor, fucking drinking my life away, doing drugs in college, $40,000 in student loans, to essentially living the life of my dreams and profiting $25,000 in a week. And the odds, if you don't implement this one thing, the odds that you see success are very slim. And this one thing, like every single successful person that I've ever met has it in common. And it's a lot simpler than you think it is. And so in this video, I'm gonna be going over exactly that. And so this is the same thing that I've used to help over 178 people in sales hit 10 grand a month or more. So with that said, let's get to it. And so the first thing that I wanna talk about is the industry. When we talk about remote sales, like the amount of industries that you can get into, it's fucking insane. And I think like the industry and the model that you pick, if I'm gonna be dead ass honest, like it's fucking idiot. Like it doesn't really fucking matter. Like I had this guy, well, first off, like you can make money doing anything. Like the most successful people are making money doing the most retarded shit. And I had this guy, he came to me, actually was watching the channel, he DM'd me and he wanted to join the team. I was like, word. And he's like, I don't know. I hopped on one call with him, I'm interviewing him, I hop on another, and I'm like, bro, he's talking about high ticket sales. And he's like, yeah, bro, I have this guy, he's offering to mentor me for free for high ticket sales. Like, which one should I do? I was like, bro, I don't fucking know. Like, high ticket sales is cool. You can make money. Like, I like life insurance sales more, and I'll explain why in a second. But the more important thing is like the people that you're doing it with. And so like that, I'm like the guy that like the high ticket sales guy, like, do you resonate with him? Do you like him? Or like, is he a fucking weirdo? Like a weirdo, that's shit my boys and I say, but is he a fucking weirdo or is he like a normal ass dude who you trust? And so like people make money in high ticket, people make money in tech sales, med sales, life insurance, door to door, everything. Like I'm not here to shit on any industry whatsoever, but what I will say is like the people that you're doing it with are gonna matter a lot more than the actual boat that you're in. Now, like, I know you guys are probably gonna drop in the comments, like, why do you like life insurance more than high ticket? I think high ticket, like you cap out at 20 grand a month. Like if you wanna make 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month, like go sell high ticket, go sell life insurance, like just depending on what you want your life to look like. If all you wanna do is make 20 G's a month, like high ticket's not an awful way to do it. You know, it depends on the offer and everything like that. But yeah, like I think people overcomplicate and want to overthink what model they want to get into, and they want to get analysis paralysis and be like, should I get into life insurance? Should I do this? Like, dude, you don't know. Like when I first started online business, I was running an SMMA, like a marketing agency, and like I wanted to make a website, do an LLC, try and drop ship. I wanted to do everything besides anything that was actually going to make me fucking money. So I think that's the first thing, that people want to overthink it, people want to overthink the model and everything like that. Like the reason I've been able to see the success that I've been able to see in the time frame that I've been able to see it is, number one, is two things. And the first thing is going to be just action. When I switched from, so if you guys don't know me, like I used to run a marketing agency, saw success. Then I started running like an info product, like coaching, basically ran a course to like help people start running their own marketing agencies, and now I run the life insurance sales team. And like, when I was running my info product, when I was selling my course, like I was making multiple six figures a year, I wasn't working that much, and I decided to make a change. And when I decided to make that change, like I went all in, I shut everything down, and it was within one day. Like I moved really quickly. So like there was a 1 minute time horizon where I was like, okay, now I'm running this, I'm all in on my coaching business. 5 minutes later, I'm all in on life insurance. I'm like, how can I start? And I was making good money. And so like, obviously I didn't love the industry. There are my other reasons. I would have never fucking stopped if I loved it and it was the best ever. But like, I wasn't sitting there like, oh my God, how do I do this? Or I need to name my life insurance agency now. Or like, I was like, what do I need to do that's gonna make me more money? And so in a salesperson, like if you're in high ticket or like whatever, like what you need to do is go fucking talk to people. You go talk to people. You need to go talk to clients. You need to go talk to offer owners. You need to go get a fucking role. Like you need to start doing something that's gonna progress the needle, and that's not literally just going to keep you in the same position you are. Realize it. Look at your last week that you lived. Were you doing drugs? Were you smoking? Were you drinking? Were you thinking you're locked in? Were you going to the gym? Think about it, truly think about it. And then I'm challenging you to please be like, if you lived that week if you lived last week for the next 52 weeks of the year, where would you be? Would you have a shit ton of money and be in fucking PJs with like whatever and be jacked and Chad? Like, or would you be a fucking chud? Nobody. And so like the answer to that question right there is like exactly what your future is going to look like. The first thing that allowed me to make that much money is literally just like action. Like I did the shit that was gonna make me money. Like I just did it. And then the second thing is just hunger. The more and longer that I'm in the game, and I heard this in like a Rosie podcast from a while ago, but the more and longer that I'm in the game, the more and longer like I realize that how unimportant tactics are. And what I mean by tactics is like necessarily like what exactly you're saying on the sales call, or maybe like how you're marketing or what offer you're on specifically. Like it's important. And I'm not saying any of that's a non-issue. Like it plays a factor. But what I will say is like, what matters the most is the entrepreneur and the hunger within the entrepreneur. If you were consciously don't need it, like consciously you're like, okay, yeah, like my parents are gonna save me, they'll pay for whatever, I have my backup plan, I have a college, like whatever. Like if you don't have a burning desire of almost even crippling insecurity that you need to be better and you need to work all day and you have this mission that you need to be the best. Like if you don't have that, the odds of you seeing success are pretty low. Because let's even say you hit your 10 grand month. It's like, now what? And I would say like the 10 grand month that you want, the 30 grand month that you want, like it's on the other side of like a lot more work than you think it is. Honestly, if I were to go back in time and it was just like, dude, Cole, this is how much you're gonna have to sacrifice. This is all the relationships that you're gonna lose throughout the process. This is what's gonna happen. Are you willing for that to happen or no? Like if you're gonna go talk to 18-year-old Cole and you're gonna ask him that question, like, guys, I'm pretty sure he'd be like, no, it's not worth it. More of the story, I'm here now. But like, what you're going to have to sacrifice is a lot more than what you think it is or what you ever thought was possible. And so like, that's the one thing like that I wanted to get across in this video is just the hunger that you need as an entrepreneur to like never be full, and the sickness that somebody needs to have to be like, I'm gonna go build a business and I'm gonna make it worth millions of dollars and I'm gonna go help thousands and thousands of people. Like it's not for the normal person, and that's why it's so rare. And so like, I would just say like, if you're wanting to get in this game and you're wanting to do it for an extended period of time, like you gotta be willing to go to war. Like this shit will not be sweet. It'll be sweet sometimes and it'll be worth it. And it'll probably be the most challenging and worth it thing you've ever done. But like the whole point is the man that you're building throughout the way. And I used to think that like, I just needed to make money. And now I realize I'm just addicted to the game. And that the thing that I'm addicted to is like just becoming the man that I know that I'm destined to be. And like a true attest to this is right before I was making money, I had a girlfriend and it was like toxic as fuck. She would go do whatever she wanted to do. I would try and tell her what to wear. She wouldn't listen to me. And I would fucking I wouldn't put my toes in the ground. I'd just, whatever, it didn't even matter. And the day we ended up breaking up, and the month we broke up was my first 10 grand month. And the month after that was my second 10 grand month. And I did 33. The third month, my third 10 grand month, I did 63. So like, fast forward to now, like I would never let myself get treated like that in a relationship. And so the parallels that finances have with like your life, you just get stronger and stronger over time. And you just gain more self-respect over time, and it doesn't become less. And so like, that's the main point that I wanted to get across in the video. And the next thing I want to go over is the model that I did it in. And so like I was mentioning earlier, the model that I did it in is life insurance sales. Now I've sold credit repair, I've sold solar, I've sold door to door, everything. I've sold high ticket, ran different offers, and like I ended up selling life insurance. And I'm gonna explain why, and I'll kind of explain like the ins and outs of the industry and why like I would suggest or not suggest getting into it. So basically, like when I was running the agency, it was cool. And so an agency is, if you guys don't know what it is like you're selling marketing services to businesses. So it's business to business. And basically all you do is you sell a service to them, you get paid a couple $1,000s, you deliver on the service. It's like, hey bro, I'm gonna help you get more leads. You want more leads? Yep, okay, pay me $2,000 a month, I'll get you more customers, okay? And then I was doing well, and the problem with that is like, I couldn't get my clients results. Because the problem is like the clients that didn't know how to get customers were, you know, the ones that also didn't know how to sell. And so however many leads I got my clients, like they would never see like enough results where I could keep them month over month. And so I ended up getting out of the opportunity and getting into like info products. So like selling information. And so I was selling information. I was doing well. I hit 6 figures in a month doing that as well. And not in profit, but in revenue. And like my sales were just going down and down and down and down and down. And I felt like I was at the top of my industry. I was getting like the most views on YouTube. I was like spending the most on ads, and it was like a very, very downward game. And so one of my best friends, he worked for Alex Hormozy, and he works for Alex Hormozy, and he used to be my business partner. And basically what happened is we talk every day, and I obviously respect him as a business owner. And more of the story, he talks to a lot of business owners because he works for Hormozy, and he's like life insurance sales. I don't even know what life insurance sales is at the time, but like I said, I honestly just jumped into it. But the way that it basically works and the way that it's better than any other industry is like, number one, you get paid insane. And so like, let's say you sell something for like $100 a month, you'll get paid 9 times that. So you get $900. Like if we're gonna compare that to high ticket sales, dude, you gotta sell something. If you want $1,000, you can sell something for 10 G's. What's easier, selling something for 10 G's or selling something for $100, you know? The second thing, like life insurance is needed. The average person in the United States buys life insurance 6 different times. And 54% of people in the US have life insurance. And so like, it is a needs-based product. So it's like very almost customer servicey. It's like the type of life insurance we sell or I sell, it's called final expense, where basically what we do is we help people prepare for their final expenses. So it's like an old guy, let's say, and he doesn't have $20,000 to pay for his funeral. We help him get a policy, costs $100, $200 a month. Then when he passes away, 20 grand goes to his kids, so they pay for the funeral and they don't have to take out a loan. Win, win, win. But like somebody needs that. So like the emotional triggers and like the value that we can build within that product is insane. You know, number 3, we can do it all day. Like, and there's never really an issue. It's a leads-based business. Like, it's not like going outbound and going and knocking on somebody's door. Like, and that's what I do like about high ticket is like people can come to us, people truly want the product, and what we want like actually changes lives. And so like the sale is very, very simple because all you're doing is helping somebody get what they already want. Of course, you're gonna have to sell a motherfucker sometimes. That's your job as a salesperson. So the sale is very simple. The second thing is you get compensated like retardedly well. Like, it's insane. Like $100 a month, $900. That's retarded to me. And then the third thing is like these companies become very, very sellable. And so it's not like a 2-year thing. Like when I was in the agency space or info product space, like all I saw was just like a 2-year thing. But the reason why I liked this industry is because like I could see myself doing it for the next 10 years and making an exit of hundreds of millions of dollars. Like I saw true long-term potential in the industry, you know, and like all my day-to-day looks like, guys, is like, bro, all I do is I hop on like Discord or like Zoom with all the boys and I just fucking rip all day. All I do is dial all day, and I'm like doing it live with my boys. Like it's not like I'm like sitting on a Zoom call trying to be all professional. Like it's like we're just fucking around, you know, having a good time, learning and everything like that. And so that's how I made 25 bands essentially this week in virtual sales. I did the boring shit. I stayed very consistent. I was in an industry that I could be confident in, and yeah, I was hungry as fuck. And I never got fed when I hit my first goal. But I hope that was valuable to you guys. I know I say this all the time, but YouTube videos will be more consistent now. If you want to join the sales team, we take on like 3 agents a month. I'll pretty much guarantee your success. If you're willing to work really hard, be really coachable, I'll pour everything I got into you. We don't take part-timers or anything like that, but I'll pour everything I got into you. I'll guarantee your success, and it's completely free. Just DM me on Instagram. But if not, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and I'll catch you guys